No, we just went directly live. No cap.
We're live. We're live. Here we are, boys. We're in. Survive a Circa contest for week one. Much like our Survivor pick, we are already in the clear for one of them with the Eagles winning last night. I'm Russell Clay. We also have MLB model Rob Brink and Armando Marsal's joining us this week. We're going to go through each and every game, breaking it down from a sports betting perspective and talk about Survivor at the end. So if you're in any survivors or Circa contests type styles, it is a fun event. This is our third or fourth year doing this show, Rob, and looking forward to another year and much better than last year already, right?
Well, look, Survivor shit the bed for us last year, which I think it shit the bed for a lot of people, and it was touch and go last night on the Eagles, but our Circa millions, where we picked the 5 games against the spread every week, we did really fucking well. Like, I don't remember exactly what we finished, but it was top like 5% at least. So we did really well on the Circa millions last year. And that's what we'll go through here. As Russ said, we'll give you some Survivor picks at the end. We do have 2 entries. So we went Eagles last night, and we've got one more I'll tell you at the end of the show. Hopefully, guys, we do better in Survivor this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Like last year, this year was already a sweat, by the way. I was watching that game. I'm like, are we really going to start sweating so early in the season? And I was like, thank goodness we split our picks. Last year, I think a lot of people, I lost, I think, pretty much just every Survivor except one. Like, even outside of Circa, like, I lost every Survivor in week one last week, I think, except one. It was a brutal week one. And we almost started brutally this week. But it was good. It was a good game. And looking forward to this year as well, man.
Yeah, by the way, guys, that Survivor entry is $1,000. So it's an actual sweat watching that.
A real one. Yeah.
Exactly.
That when we went to that rain delay, I was like, can this not happen? Can we not get any shenanigans? But thankfully, this Eagles team is so dominant. They're going to be a topic of conversation for us all year. There's just no way, and we'll get into the other games after this, but there's really no way to stop that offense, guys. I don't know what your thoughts were coming away from this game, but it sure looked a lot like last year with you either stop Hurts and Saquon, you stop Brown and Smith, or something's leaking out with Goddard or whatever. It does not seem very viable for these defenses.
No, absolutely brutal to watch, man. I was shocked. What was it, 7 drives with a score?
Yeah. They have too many weapons in Philadelphia. Like you said, like, you're either stopping Barkley and then you're going to get bit by Jalen Hurts. You try to stop Hurts, you're going to get eaten alive by Barkley. Then you got outside Brown, Smith, Goddard, Dotson made a couple catches last night. This is an offense that's loaded, not to mention a really good offensive line. It's tough. It's tough to defend them.
Boys, so I left the first game off the sheet because just so everyone knows how this works, Circa sets the lines well in advance, like on Wednesday. And so the lines move between now and Sunday. And so the spreads we're going to give you might not be current spreads in the market, but they are currently what we have to decide on in the Circa contest. And we have to have our picks in by like tonight at some point. There's obviously the strange like Friday game tonight. And so I left that off because I assume we're not going to pick it, but we could, Russ, go ahead. We could just talk about it briefly.
Yeah. So the game tonight is Chiefs Chargers. Not a very appealing game for me. This Chiefs team always messes around in the regular season. Going on 2 years from now, I imagine they're going to mess around here as well. This is a very good Chargers team that's defense oriented. 46.5 over under. Chiefs 3.5 point favorites. Any read here, Rob?
Yeah, look, I think I was team Chiefs don't give a fuck about covering the spread for you all last season. I don't have the chart on how that actually played out, but the Chiefs don't give a fuck about covering the spread for you. And so personally, I will not lay points on the Chiefs probably all year long.
Mondo, any thoughts there?
Yeah, this is a tough one. It's the division game, and like I agree with both of you. Chiefs, I feel like they just coast to the season, right? They know that their games matter. later in the year. So I really don't feel comfortable with this game or at all.
So
all right.
So we're good.
Next game, Pittsburgh, New York, Steelers, Jets. Jeff is a 2 on the Steelers to cover -3. I am a 1 on the Steelers, but we have a dissenter. Rob is a 2 on the Jets. This man does not want us betting on the Steelers week 1. You are heard, Rob.
We need to provide a little color here. So every person that's in the contest with us, me, Jeff Mans, Ted Schuster, Tyler Beaker, Russ Clay, Armando, Rich Mileto, and Phil, we all are on a spreadsheet, and we rank the games that we want 1 through 5. 5 the highest confidence, 1 the lowest. And so then we add them all up, and we get a total, and then we bet those games with the highest totals. So that's just how we manage our entry. But for me, in terms of this game, I am a Steelers fan, as most people know. I am hyper cautious of the Steelers right now. And so I think I don't know what to expect from Rodgers, as no one does. They obviously retooled that entire team more or less, and then got the big signing done with TJ Watt. At the same time, I do not want to lay 3 on the road with this team right now. I think the Jets at home getting the points makes a lot of sense. It's pretty well split across the board, Armando, but tell me what you think.
I agree with you. I think the Steelers can cover here, but I think it's close enough where I don't want to, put it on the line this week on the Steelers, right? Like, I do think that they could come out victorious, but they're on the road. The Jets have gotten a little bit better, I think, this year. So for me, I think it'll be a close game. I think it's going to be a low scoring. I believe it has the lowest total on the slate, if I'm not mistaken. So
37.5.
Yeah, I don't want to be invested in this. Like, I feel like it could go either way as far as who could win here. I do think Steelers will win, but there are other spots I'd rather target this week than this one.
Fair enough.
All right, next game, Dolphins, Colts, pick 'em. Armando is a 3 on the Colts, and much like Rob, fading his hometown Dolphins. He's got the Dolphins hoodie on. Mondo, we'll go to you first. This Dolphins team has been it kind of fell apart a little bit last year. 46.5 point total versus Danny Dimes. Thoughts here?
So we got him as a pick 'em. All right. So it's Liner's already moved now. The Colts are favored by 1.5. I'm seeing. So I like the Colts here at the pick 'em. I think they're going to win. They're at home here. The Dolphins secondary is a big mess. Their offensive line is the disaster. They got injuries here on the offense. Achan's dealing with an injury. Hill was dealing with injury. And yes, they might play, but they're dinged up here. No Jalen Wright. Like, I feel like there's a lot of red flags here with Miami, especially how the way things played out for them last year. I think they have to rebound here, but I don't know if we're going to see a rebound. Like, defenses have caught up to what they do. Defenses have disrupted the time. This is a timing-based offense, and if you could pressure Tua and you could pressure the quarterback, you're going to disrupt that timing. And when you look at the Colts, Daniel Jones and their son, yes, he's not a great quarterback, but I think this solidifies this team a little bit more. I'm pretty confident that the Colts win this game, and being that we have a pick 'em here and not really covering a spread, I'm going to go with them. So I like them here quite a bit. Rob, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, my read on the Dolphins is it's boom or bust, and we don't know which one it's going to be yet, right? So I don't think it would surprise anyone if the Dolphins came out firing and put up big numbers here. And so for me, I'd rather sit this one out just because I don't know what the Dolphins offense is this year. I mean, when Tua's timing's on and Tyreek's getting downfield and A-Chance, I mean, they're dangerous as anyone in the NFL, right? They haven't been, though. And so for me, it's just a major question mark, as all the games are this early in the season, but it's just a major question mark of which Dolphins team we may see in 2025.
Panthers, Jags. Rob, what's the temperature in the Carolinas for this Panthers squad?
Well, everyone moved to UNC football for a while. And that
for 1 week.
That didn't work out very well, and so now they're back on the Panthers.
Oh man! For those of you that don't know, Bill Belichick got absolutely steamrolled in his first college football game. But this Jags Panthers game is a weird one. I put decently high conviction on the Jags because I really like their offense this year. Mondo, you're a 2 here. I'm a 3 here. Jags 3.5-point favorites at home, 46.5 over under. Rob, any thoughts here?
No, I have no thoughts on this game whatsoever. You guys go.
I mean, I like the bounce back for Jacksonville this year. I truly do. I like Liam Cohen. I think he's going to bring, what he brings to the table with the offense. I think it's going to really take Trevor Lawrence. And look, it's either going to happen this year or it doesn't happen. Like that's really the way I see it. And I think they're going to have to come on in week 1 and like start on the right track. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to bounce back. I like this spot for them. I'm still not sold on the Panthers. This is a home game for Jacksonville. I'm in. I'm buying into the Jacksonville Jaguars this year. I think this is a bounce back spot. They've had issues with coaching there since Trevor Lawrence has been, their guy. And I think they finally figured out. I like Liam Cohen. I think he's a smart guy. I think he's going to coach a hell of a game here. And I think because of that, they're going to win.
Let me ask you guys a question. Did Jacksonville ruin Trevor Lawrence's career, or is it Trevor Lawrence's fault?
I think Jacksonville did. I just think the coaching there has been just disastrous. Like it started off like his rookie season, and then it wasn't terrible, but injuries derailed him last year, I think, as well, right? Like injuries to him and the offense. I think most people are on the camp of he's a bust or they're about to label him a bust. I'm still patiently waiting. I know his circumstances haven't been great, but I think if he can't get it going this year, I think this is the year where you say, okay, it's on him now.
Got it.
If he doesn't do well this year, I'm still holding out a lot of hope. But if I thought of him and many did like an Andrew Luck type prospect, it's pretty clear he is not that. So I will wave the white flag on that. But if he gets a good team around him, I still think he could be all right. All right. Giants, Washington. Oh boy. Giants +6 on the road. Jeff Mans is a 4 on the Commanders. Rich is a 1. Phil is a 1. I like it. I could be talked into this one. It's down to 5.5 on ESPN, 45.5 over under. Mondo, what are your thoughts here? I'm
staying away. I don't a division game. I think the Giants defense is a little bit better than they were last year. I'm out. I'm out on this game. Like I think Washington could win, man, but I'm not sure they cover that 6 points. Like we saw it yesterday, right? The division game with the Eagles, with the Cowboys, and it was closer than we anticipated. 4-point game there. I don't want to be invested in this one.
Yeah, I think 5.5 is the right number. Like I bet this game 5.5. I don't bet 6. And so that's keeping me away. Obviously still under a touchdown, but this feels like it could be a closer game than this spread for sure.
Russ Wilson in his first start, they have 2 solid backups, so keep an eye on that if things go haywire. But I do like the Commanders there, so if I could be talking.
At some point, we have to acknowledge that Russell Wilson is washed. At some point, somebody has to acknowledge that it's over.
It's got to be over after last year, Rob. How did he get another starting gig?
Obviously a bitter Steelers fan, but it's over. So, anyways.
Yeah.
I still think they should have started Jameis Winston. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all I want. Yeah.
All right.
I know.
That's all anyone wants is more Jameis Winston.
We just want pick sixes and long touchdowns. So
that's it, baby.
Jameis.
That's all we want.
Bengals, Browns. Oh God. We're already dealing with Bengals, Browns. Bengals -5 on the road. Rob, you're a 1 here. Jeff is a 1. Nobody else is on this. I might move my Jags onto here. This Browns team we're just waiting on the Joe Flacco implosion game. Maybe it doesn't happen this week, but it will happen at some point this year. Rob, what's your thoughts here? I mean, you had a 1 confidence, but
it's funny too that I only have a 1 confidence, and it's only Jeff Mans and I on this game, because on paper the Bengals are just infinitely better football team than Cleveland. So I'm really curious of what kept everyone off. The spread's a little bit spooky to me because this feels like it should be 7.5 Bengals, something like that. I realize they're on the road, but like, this is Joe Burrow's year, man. Like, he's got to put a season together, and with all the weapons that he still has intact. Granted, the division outside of the Browns is absolutely brutal. We all know that. So the spread's a little bit wonky to me, and I'm surprised that people stayed away from it. So that has me a little bit nervous. But on paper, I mean, obviously, it's Joe Flacco versus Joe Burrow. So no comparison there. And then you look at the skill positions, and again, like, it's no comparison. So it's just interesting that it's only -5, and then only Jeff and I like it in just a little bit.
Yeah, I would have liked this to be the 3.5 spread since they're on the road. What scares me here is the Bengals defense. Like, I don't believe in the Browns. I think that they're a disaster right now. Like, that organization's going in the wrong direction. But Bengals defense is scary, and this is a division game. They're on the road. That's kind of what scares me away. I agree with you. I think the Bengals should win this game. Talked about this on the podcast. I think that they have to come out and make a statement. Last year, they came out and lost their first 3 games of the season, if I'm not mistaken. They can't start off on the same path this week, this season, especially playing the Browns. I won't be completely against it, but I was a little bit concerned with the spread being that they're on the road, and their defense is not good. Like, that's what scares me about the Bengals. They have a really bad defense here.
Some spreadsheet movement. Russ moved it to a little spreadsheet movement early in the season there. So we'll rethink about that one. I like that play. The only concern is the Bengals D, as was mentioned, but yeah, the Joe Flacco implosion could happen as quick as this weekend. So we'll see. If we see Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders by the third week,
we slam covered that one if that's the case. Like,
right. All right. Patriots Raiders. Patriots 2.5 point favorites. 43.5 total there. Nobody really on this game. We do have Rich with a 3 on the Pats. If there's a side for me, I do like the Pats. I do like Drake May a lot coming into this year, but kind of a sketchy game, this Raiders team with Geno Smith. I never really like betting for or against Geno Smith. Where are you at, Rob?
I mean, Amari Cooper's gone. Like, he saw Geno throw the ball 3 times and said, "Fuck it, I'm out. I retire."
He did.
But it's funny to me that Rich Mileto wanted to take Patriots in Survivor, and now he wants to take them in Circa. So maybe Rich knows something about the Patriots that I don't know. This is a flat, just absolute stay-away game for me, and probably don't even watch a second of it.
Yeah, I mean, if I have to pick someone, like for our staff picks, I pick Patriots, but I don't know. I feel like this can go in any direction. I do think New England's win, but it's not one of those confident games, right? Like, you're not super confident saying, they're going to win for sure. Like, I'm all in on no. I rather, again, we have so many games on this slate, right? Like, these kind of iffy ones, I rather stay away from. That's one of them.
There's a real chance that Raiders offense is good this year, just pounding Janty, throwing to Bowers every once in a while and making games close. But I do like Vrabel quite a bit. So yes. I see the vision there, but tough game. All right. Cardinals -6.5 against the Saints team that's starting Spencer Rattler. 43.5 total. Rob, you're a 3 here. Jeff's a 5 here. I'm a 5 here. Armando's a 5 here. Rich is a 5 here. Phil is a 4 here. It's Kyler Murray, Rob, but it's also Spencer Rattler, who has been, no offense, Spencer Rattler, but kind of a fraud since his early college days. It's never really worked. He's never been good. Please, Lord, Cardinals. Come
I have
on,
a lot
Kyler.
of thoughts here. The first one being, we should just all agree when everyone's on the game for 5, we just delete it from our, just don't do it because traditionally when everyone is a 5 on a game, those are the losers. So I do worry that everyone is high confidence on this game. With that said, the Saints are going to be absolutely abysmal, and you have to have some confidence in Kyler and, hopefully Marvin Harrison Jr. getting it going at some point, the Ohio State University grad. And so, look, I'm fine laying less than a touchdown on the road against the Saints, probably at any point this year. And so I get it. I understand why everyone's on it. I just like a little bit of caution. We lose a lot of games everyone's high on.
Yeah, Saints are arguably the worst team in the NFL right now, or one of the worst teams. I agree. I think the Cardinals should come in here and win pretty easily. They got weapons all across the offense here. But like Rob says, we've been here before. We've seen this happen. And it's like we're like shit. On Sunday, we're all in the group text like, what the hell did we do? But man, this was for me like the safest on the slate. Really feels like that, right? Like it feels like there's one team that's clearly much superior than the other, and this is one of those games.
And the Cardinals, they do have Kyler, and we, I especially like, making fun of them, but they do have a good running game. They had good defense at times last year, so yeah, we'll move on. But come on, Spencer, 2 picks in the first half. Let's go. Buccaneers, Falcons, 2-point favorites for the Bucs on the road. It's down to 1.5, 47.5 over under there. Let's see. Where are we?
Rob.
Me, I'm a 4 on the Bucs. I want to know why everyone's not buying Baker and crew. I mean, they were fantastic last year, and now we've got this, Falcons team which has not been good. I guess everyone's all in Penix, or like what's happening here, guys? I am surprised. I thought this would be a higher confidence pick. Obviously, I've gotten faded in market if it's sitting 1.5 now. But yeah, this seems like just a fantastic spot for that what was a hot Tampa Bay team last season. So maybe I'm missing something.
Bucks -2. Rob is a 4. Nobody else is on it, which is what he's referring to. I could be talked into this one. I do like the London Bijan combo, but old man Penix with the knee pads at 25 years old, he may just not be very good. So it remains to be seen, Mondo.
I'll be honest. I thought about this when I saw Rob had a 4. I'm like, why does he have a 4? And then I understood why. I almost put the Jaguars 2 on that one. If we're being honest, I considered it. My big concern is they're missing a couple pieces, right? They're missing an offensive lineman. Godwin's not going to play. Then you lose your offensive coordinator. So I kind of just want to see what this is going to look like, with some of these missing pieces. I do think they're going to win here. I do think they're the superior team. It wasn't confident enough. But like Russ said, you can talk me into I'm okay with moving my Jaguars to this if it's going to favor us taking the Bucs over someone I might not want to take.
Yeah, I got a Bears bet hanging out there with a 1 confidence. Might need to swing somewhere else. So
that one's dead even, actually.
All right. Tennessee, Denver. Broncos 8.5-point favorites. Tyler's a 5. I'm a 4. Rich is a 4, and Phil is a 3. All on the Broncos. This smells like week 1 shenanigans, but this Titans team is not good. 8.5, a little over a touchdown. Can Broncos win and sustain that over the course of a full game? Mondo.
I think it's a lot of points. Like, that's my concern. That was the red flag for me. It's a lot of points, 8.5. Yes, they're the superior team. Yes, I think expectations are pretty high in Denver, but Tennessee, I think their quarterback situation is better. You know, they have some pieces there that they've added. I think they have a pretty good run game, and if you look at, you know, if you can keep the offense, Broncos offense off the field, you can keep this closer. I feel like it's just too many points. I feel like if this was 6.5, I think we'd all be in it as well. Like we are in Arizona, but being 8.5, that's over a touchdown here. Can it happen? Sure. Am I confident? No. I just didn't want to put it because of that. That's the only thing it is for me, the spread.
Yeah,
Rob?
like before I even know what a team is, I'm not going to lay 8.5. And so if I had seen Denver steamroll a few games and, you know, this season, I would say, okay, I'd lay it. But just a brand new, fresh season, just laying 8.5 just feels dead wrong to me.
Okay.
It's one of our highest confidence picks. So we maybe end up here. But I just don't have enough information to justify 8.5.
I'll go do some soul searching and see if I move that pick, Rob. But for now, it looks like that's going to be one of ours. But yeah, 8.5 week 1 for a Broncos team. That was 9-7 last year. So, all right. Next one, 49ers, Seahawks. San Francisco, 1.5 point favorites on the road, 43.5 total. Phil is a 5 here on the Seahawks. Jeff is a 3, and Tyler is a 1. All taking plus money on Seattle.
I think it's close. It's moved down to 2 points now. I think this is close. I don't either. I think
like we're contemplating this one now. If no one's getting on Bucks train with me, I could move here.
Yes,
I could move here.
Plus money on a home team, good running game. We, as a staff, we really like that offense this year. I know it's Sam Darnold, but that running game is going to be on fire.
In show movement, guys. In show movement. My 2 from Jaguars have moved to Seattle.
All right.
In show movement. All right. In show movement.
There we go.
So we've got some spreadsheet action. If McCaffrey was 100% confirmed healthy, this probably is -3.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on that one. That might be one of our picks. But yeah, plus money on a home team in week 1. That should be pretty good. That's a pretty nice pick there. Lions, Packers 1.5 point favorites at home, 47.5 total.
2.5.
2.5 points. It's down to 1.5 now. Rob, you're a 5 on the Lions. And it is moving in your direction. So thoughts on that?
Yeah, I have lots of fucking thoughts. It's similar stuff. It's similar thoughts to what I had on Tampa Bay. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something, that I'm the only guy sitting on Tampa Bay and I'm the only guy sitting on the Lions right now. Unless I miss some major moves in this Lions team and some, like, they're a superior team to the Packers, and getting 2.5 on the road, you say it's down to 1.5 now in market. Yeah, I want those points. I want to back that Detroit offense. I see no reason not to against Green Bay. So what am I missing?
Mondo? What's he missing, Mondo?
I don't know.
I'm not the only one on it. So.
I don't know. It's for me.
We got to sharpen up. Let's go.
Oh, I don't know. I'm a little concerned. Like, no Ben Johnson. Like, I want to see what we like. Kind of the same thought process as Tampa. I kind of want to see what we have here, like with the changes in coaching. I think they're impactful changes. So I just want to see. I want to see their, and they lost obviously offensive linemen. It's kind of the same exact thing as Tampa Bay. They lost an offensive lineman, which is a key part of what they do, a running game and protecting the quarterback. And then they got a new offensive coordinator. Like, I want to see it. That's the only thing for me.
They still have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They still have Jahmyr Gibbs. Montgomery, like,
no, the roster's really
stacked.
The only thing I would mention is most of last year, Jordan Love, I mean, his knee, if that was somebody else, it might have been a season ender. So he was playing hurt all last year, but let's think about that one. I like that call, Rob.
I'm the only guy on it. Tampa Bay and Detroit. All right.
Yeah. All right. Next game, Rams Texans. Rams 3-point favorites at home, up to 3.5. Lots of line movement this week. 43.5. I don't know, boys. Tyler's a 4 here on the Texans to cover. Armando's a 4 here. And Rich is a 2 on the Rams. I like this Rams offense this year. Texans defense should be very, very good. That secondary is going to be immense. Beyond that, this smells like a weird game. Rob?
Armando's got a side here. Go ahead, Armando.
Yeah, I like Houston. You mentioned Texans defense. That's what I'm in on. I'm in on the Texans defense here. You got an older quarterback in Stafford who's already dealing with a back injury. There's no mobility there. Like if they apply pressure here and they hit him a couple times, like it could be a long day for Stafford here. So I'm buying in on the defense. I look at this offense as well in Houston. I think they have some weapons. Yeah, Christian Kirk is not expected to play in this one, but they still drafted some young talent there. Obviously they don't have Joe Mixon, but they have Nick Chubb. Like there's pieces here. I like the coach in Houston, so I'm expecting them to go in there and win. I think they need to make a statement here as well. I'm expecting a bounce back season for CJ Stroud. So like a lot of the boxes are checked off for me here, and I'm buying the Texans here in this one.
Yeah, the Rams last year were just like the Walking Dead, right? I mean, that receiver core just absolutely gutted, and so I would be on the Texans side here just because I'm not sure exactly what to expect out of the Rams. I definitely would not be on the Rams. So I think it's Texans or bust.
Ravens Bills. Number one, this game's going to be awesome. Must watch. That's the important part. We have Tyler 3 on the Ravens. Bills home dogs. I get it, but 50.5 total. Betting lean, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think if I'm going to end up teasing Buffalo, I have the line here wrong, right? It's Buffalo +1. I'm going to end up teasing Buffalo +7. I actually like that play as a teaser leg because this game is going to be tight as far as I can tell. In fact, I would like the under here as well. I think the total's a bit high. I would be surprised if this turns into a shootout. But that said, who knows? But it's going to be a fantastic game. I just do not want any part of it in the contest.
I agree with that. Like, I feel like it's too close. I feel like Vegas is really wanting you to take the Bills here. It's moved up to 1.5 now, by the way.
If you could tease 7.5, that is a fucking money bet right there.
Yeah. There you go. So it moved up to 1.5 now. It's too close of a call for me. I look at what Baltimore did at the beginning of the season and this offseason, and they're preparing themselves for a Super Bowl run. And the Bills have done just the same, like two really good teams. Like these are two contenders in the AFC going up against each other. I rather not have my Circa life on the line, or not even Circa life. I just don't want anything on the line. I want to just watch this in peace, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of games where you can force action, so you'll have to watch the game. You don't have to do that here, right, guys?
No.
It's a real treat.
So the play, Rob, is just tease that, and that's.
I love the 7.5. I do as a teaser leg. I mean, you could tease that 7.5. Fuck. I'll give you the play right here. Tease it with the Lions 8.5.
There you go. Love it. All right, final game, Monday Night Football, Bears-Vikings. Bears +1.5 at home, 43.5 over/under. Two teams I expect to be pretty good this year. We know the Vikings are going to be good. We do not know about the Bears. split down the middle here in terms of confidence. Phil and myself are on the Bears, and Armando and Tyler are on the Vikings. Mondo, any thoughts here?
It's just the one, and I like the Vikings team. Like, this is a team that has been really good over the last couple of years. I'm not concerned about the quarterback change. Kevin O'Connell has done a phenomenal job with quarterbacks there. I'm a believer in JJ McCarthy. I think he's going to have a good season. I like this young man. I like the supporting cast here. I think it's going to be a close game. It's one of those division games. I have it at 1, so I'm not confident here. I think they're really going in the direction. I think Vegas suggesting that as well with the 1.5 point spread. But I'm going to go with the team I like better here of the two. And the team I think it's going to make a lot of noise in their division this year, and that's the Vikings.
Yeah, I feel like you should just move that to the Bengals so we can play the Bengals. But everyone's got low confidence here. I feel sort of the same way. I am high on the Vikings, and I just don't know. I don't know what to expect from the Bears at all. It just all runs through Caleb, so we'll see. But the Bears are definitely a wait and see team for me, and I'd rather be in other spots.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is the week. Survivor. We already were on the Eagles. I think that was the play for the week, even though, they didn't necessarily cover, but that was the play. Anything else here you guys are seeing? We're on the Cardinals as well. Commanders. Probably don't want to use that in week 1, though.
No, I mean, look, so we burned the Eagles. I think it was the right play. There'll come a game later in the season where we wish we had the Eagles. I'm sure of that. But the thing with Survivor early, as I always like to remind people, you just have to win, baby. So, do not be afraid to burn good teams early, because if you miss, you're out. So, you have to use these teams. And so don't start planning too far ahead in the season, because it always comes back to burn you. So we burned Eagles already. Fine. We're done on one entry. Now we have 2. So we have Eagles in our other entry. We did take the Cardinals, as Russ said. The third game that you could think about is Denver, right? Those are your 3 Survivor picks this week: Denver, Arizona, and Eagles, which is already done. Don't pull a Rich Mileto and take New England.
That'd be a sweaty week 1, boys. Yeah, but you'd be the only one on it. So
week 1, yeah, you take New England week 16, and you're kicking yourself because you have to do it. But
we already had a sweat in week 1, right? Let's no more sweats. I agree 100% with Rob. I said this today on the podcast. Well, you don't have to take risks early on in the season. There's just no need. There's going to be other people doing that already, so they're going to set the barriers for you, because other people are trying to outsmart you by picking a random team. Yeah. And that's fine. I like to play it safe early on. You're gonna have to take risk anyways, so might as well take it on later when there's fewer people and in the pool and things like that. So I like to play it safe early on in these Survivor picks or Survivor pools.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, the way not to take risk, as Armando is saying, is just look at the money lines, guys. The highest percentage, the highest money lines, those are the best probabilities for those teams to win the game. And so just early on in the season, you literally can just do that. There's absolutely zero edge. Even if we say we took the Patriots and they won, so what? There's really no edge you're going to gain in doing that this early in the season.
All right, fellas, we're going to hold off on talking about the Thanksgiving slate for at least 1 more week. We can get into that if we win next week. But should be a really fun year, guys. Glad we got the Eagles on the board. For those of you that are in the sports betting channel, we already have a ton of bets on the board. I'm sure there's going to be more added over the next couple of days. Rob, any thoughts on the sports betting content that's going to be coming?
No, look, if you're not in Discord, which I assume you are, because you got this link, all the picks are there, but they're also on the site as well. I'm just excited for football, guys. It's good to be back. It's good Ohio State got the first win of the season there against Texas. I enjoyed that thoroughly. We won't get into a whole Arch Manning discussion here. But
We could.
we won't. But look, I'm just excited, guys.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
He might
too, guys.
stink. Anyway, Mondo, what do you got?
I'm pumped, man. It's first week of the NFL. Obviously, lots of betting action, lots of DFS action. So just lots of action in general. Should be a fun weekend, and looking forward to it. It should be a great year. I'll be posting some bets in the Discord as well. Gave one on the podcast today. I'll post some in there on Discord as well.
Love it. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week.